A YouTube exclusive, things you might ought to know from the Conversation Project. This is the things you might ought to know for Friday, September 20th, 2024. Birthdays and birthdays, history lessons, and the celebration for the day still here. We have learned that splitting it up makes it better for people who don't get like the long news to get to this. And today's version of things you might not have heard, really long, so it's a good thing. But YouTube's still getting this video, so you get a chance to see who's got a birthday, what history lessons happened, and fun stuff to celebrate. Starting off really quickly with the birthdays for the day, and this starting off in our teaser picture, it is John Bernthal, and he is, how old is he? He's 48 years old today. Buttons won't switch. He is 48 years old on the day. He is a star, was in The Walking Dead. It's probably where you first got a chance to recognize him as something. Of course, played the Punisher in the Netflix verse of Marvel TV shows. And I believe the Punisher will take some episodes in the upcoming Daredevil Born Again, where they are revamping the Netflix Marvel shows, and at least for Daredevil's versions, bringing all the cast back to play their characters in the growing storyline going forward. The Kingpin would have much of a head start, being in a few things already and having his legacy established. I believe he's going to run for mayor going forward, which is partially, I guess, what the point of this actual series is going to be. But enough about Daredevil. Joe Bernthal, 48 years old in the day. Actor who's also growing in stature is Aldis Hodge, who's 38 years old today. Glad he's doing well, and great birthday for him. And Gary Cole, you know him. You probably hate him. He plays jerks very, very well. He is 68 years old today. Let's get some history in today. Starting back in 1969, the day the Beatles officially ended as a quartet when John Lennon left the Beatles. Now, many reasons, many factors go into this. They were a touring band for quite some time. They were all getting into different things. They all had their own lives. Yoko Ono was kind of terrible. But the main reason does not really add or subtract to the fact that this is the day the Beatles, iconic group, was no longer a group. Last time they performed together was well before this, and their legacy lives on, even if many of them aren't living on right now. But their music, especially in their newest creation, where they use the AI to put all four together for an unfinished track, people still love the Beatles. Beatles are still influenced, and John Lennon on his own doing his thing. Also on this day, an influence that probably shouldn't have been as much influence, but it was the 70s. The 70s was an odd time. In 1973, Billie Jean King beat Bobby Riggs in the Battle of the Sexes tennis match that happened in Houston Astrodome in Houston, Texas. It was a massive affair. Many people were there for it. It was so over the top. It was insane. And Billie Jean King, who was still in her prime, beat up an old man, which is essentially what happened. But the old man was willing to play it up, willing to go with it, and was like, this chick can't beat me. And the chick beat him, soundly. It wasn't so much a boon for civil rights, although it was a made-for-TV event that seemed like a boon for civil rights, but it was what it was. It's a bit before my time, so it's hard for me to quantify what it actually meant, but just the actual images of it at the time were large. And on this day, we mourn the loss of Leonard Skinner, the gym teacher who the namesake Lynyrd Skynyrd came, who died on this day in Jacksonville, Florida in 2010. Today's word of the day is juggernaut. Juggernaut is a huge, powerful, overwhelming force or institution. The rise of digital media has become a juggernaut, transforming the way we consume news and entertainment. Juggernaut, it's a pretty big word. You may have heard it before, tossed around in comic books. There's a character called Juggernaut who is a big force. Maybe something you use for yourself as something that's just an imposing force that you don't know if you can overcome, or if you can beat. Juggernaut is your word for the day. It's a fun word, so go ahead and use it. And you want more words, check it out at the Big Words Project. The Big Words Project has a website called thebigwordsproject.com where you can learn more big words. You can also buy copies of Big Words You Ought to Know, and $1 to each book that is sold there goes to reading programs in Arkansas. So if you want to help out kids, help out me, and learn more words, the Big Words Project is there for you. So our affirmation for the day. It is, my life is filled with joy and abundance. Pretty simple. This reduces your negative thoughts in your head, because you're repeating to yourself that your life is filled with joy and abundance, and it will essentially push out, reduce, eliminate the negative thoughts that are there, shifting your focus towards the positive from the negative, making your life feel much better because you're reminding yourself that joy and abundance is what is filling your life, not sadness or sorrow. What's in your life? Lots of joy, lots of abundance. More on affirmations by looking for 100 books, 100 affirmations pain. You can search for that in any book reader you want to, or click the link here for links to Amazon for 100 daily affirmations for confidence and positivity. Proceeds all goes to me in that one. So that just happens to be that one. But it's 100 different affirmations that can go into and why they're not just the words, but the reasons why they actually 5 different reasons on why each affirmation could work for you, and a write-up on why affirmations can work for you. It's not a given. It's not magic. You got to put some work into it, but affirmations can be something to help you move forward. And let's celebrate some fun stuff on this Friday, and let's celebrate Fried Rice Day. And if you're looking at the video, which you have to be because this is an audio at the moment, that is way too much copy to be reading. So let me just say it succinctly. On September the 20th, it's a day to celebrate fried rice. Whatever rice you want to fry it up, do whatever you want to. Basically, fried rice is your Chinese dish or your Chinese restaurant dish. Rice with some soy sauce, a little egg in there, a little bit of vegetables, and whatever protein you want to, or without. Shrimp fried rice, chicken fried rice, beef fried rice, steak fried rice, tofu in your fried rice. However you want to do it, get your rice fried and get it today. It's a very simple recipe to do. You make some rice, you stir fry it up with some stuff, and you add a little seasoning, and it's done. It's a very big staple in many Chinese restaurants. Fried rice is a very popular dish, and this is one that still in this day and age, fairly inexpensive. A simple way to get your protein, get your fill on, because rice is a filler. Rice is relatively inexpensive, so you get that going for you. Check it out. Today is Fried Rice Day, so if you want to get a bit of a fried rice, maybe grab an egg roll along with it, some dim sum if you want to go that route. That's there. You can also get your fill with pepperoni pizza day, string cheese day, and punch day. These are all valid. It's all lovely to eat day. Friday is pizza night, so we'll probably get pizza, but I think we can convince JJ that fried rice is a good thing to do. I think she'll go for that maybe today. String cheese is a staple in her lunch, and punch every single day with Capri Sun. So we're covered. We got this Friday covered. We got way too many calories covered, but the pain house is covered in the celebrations, all food for the day. On a regular day, when there's less stuttering and stiping and messing words up, this would make more sense. Today, you may not be filling up to it, but we still want you to like, to share, and subscribe to this thing here and all the things we do for the Conversation Project and things you might have heard and this channel. More Better Media as well on the overarching umbrella as well. Like the video so people will see that it's there and we'll get more Google juice and from that one. Share it with folks who can't seem to find the fun stuff because we've cut it out of the news part and they're not seeing it pop up in their feed because it's not at the same time. So share that with folks. And if you finally found it and you love us, even on days when we can't say our words properly, subscribe so you don't miss us in the future. Like, share, and subscribe this thing here so you're not missing out on things you might ought to know 5 days a week. And because we got to make a buck, Flowers Fast. Very quickly, we'll do the ad here for Flowers Fast. This is an affiliate ad, so if you use Flowers Fast, use our link at thisistheconversationproject.com/flowersfast, we get a small commission. Flowers Fast allows you to make orders for flowers or candy or teddy bears or whatever gift baskets they have that FTD offers, and you can make an order in the morning, and very quickly it's transmitted via the magic of the internets. And within hours, in some cases, your flowers can be delivered very quickly to that group, no matter where they are around the country. So if you're in a jam or just want to just a quick thank you, something that just pops in your head, you can send flowers or a gift basket, however you want to do it, to that person from the other side of the country by using Flowers Fast. Use our link, our affiliate link, to help us get a small commission and keep us going. This is theconversationproject.com/flowersfast. That is it for things you might ought to know. The fun stuff for Friday, September the 20th, 2024. My name is Jay Cleveland Payne. Even though I poorly butchered today's edition, I'm so glad to have you along for the ride and for sticking around for this one. Thank you so much for being here. Love you, mean it. Back on Monday with more good stuff. We could probably do this every single day because it is just the wrap up of things. So we may consider doing some sort of extended version for the weekends. Right now, we got to get the timelines working. A lot of things converging at this time of year. This is usually a very busy, very stressful time of year. a lot of things inversion, so we're trying to make some things work. Plus, but we thank you for all you've done. We thank you for getting to the subscriber count we are. We thank you for the comments that you give us via email at theconversationinbox@gmail.com. We thank you so much. I'm done. I'm tired. We've had a long week. We're going to rest up this weekend and try to be better on the words and better on the tiredness on all shows come Monday. So we'll see another one of these come Monday.